This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Fisherman last seen in community before heading to sea. 53-year-old Michael Clark, a fisherman of Bird Mountain, Westmoreland, has been missing since July 19, 2021. He is of dark complexion, stout build, and about 178 centimeters, or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Reports from the Whithorn police are that Clark was last seen in his community before heading to sea. His mode of dress at the time he went missing is unknown, and all efforts to contact him have proven futile, the police said. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Michael Clark is asked to contact the Whithorn police at 876-957-7713, 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Parliamentarians flunk a punctuality test for 2022. The Upper House has failed the punctuality test for 2022, with every sitting between January and November starting late. Legislators in the lower house, while recording an overall failing grade for punctuality, fared for better. Of the 68 regular sittings of the House of Representatives, 48, or approximately 70.5%, began by 2:05 p.m. within the first 5 minutes of the scheduled starting time. However, when sticking to the 2 p.m. time for the sitting as dictated by the rules of the House of Representatives, 28 began on time, with a punctuality rating of about 41.1%. The standing orders of the Senate stipulates that the meetings of the Upper House shall commence at 10 a.m. Of the 27 regular meetings of the Senate in 2022, on July 29, lawmakers started the business of the House at 10:22 a.m., the earliest recorded over the period. The data, which the news requested from the Houses of Parliament, showed that the average sitting of the Senate got underway between 10:45 a.m. and 10:55 a.m. The latest recorded start last year was 11:07 a.m. on June 24, 2022. January 13, 2022 was cited as the latest starting time for the House of Representatives when lawmakers started the business of the country on that day at 2:23 p.m. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Marisa Dalrymple Philibert, has been consistent in her push to get members of Parliament to attend the sittings on time. On October 12, the lower house started its sitting, but later discovered that it was in breach of the standing orders as a quorum was not reached. At the time, Dalrymple Philibert warned that she would allow for a 5-minute wait for the quorum to be met, failing which she would adjourn the sitting. At 2:20 p.m., the Kingston Central Member of Parliament entered the chamber to become the 16th legislator in attendance, which satisfied the requirement mere seconds shy of an adjournment. The Speaker chided her fellow lawmakers for their tardiness. "I am very disheartened by this type of behavior. It is a sad day and a poor reflection on all of us," she said. Added Dalrymple Philibert, "They say sometimes when the press writes some things, we get offended, but let me tell you, there is no need for us to get offended on this one, because we have said it, time and time again, that this is the highest court of the land, and we are elected to represent the people, and this is our working time." Sunlight Street family in fear as gangsters kill elderly man in latest attack. A toddler who survived a gunshot wound to her head in 2021 is again living in the crosshairs of gangsters who reportedly killed her great-grandfather on New Year's Day, allegedly on a mission to wipe out the entire family. It is believed that a wanted relative is the reason for repeated deadly attacks on the Sunlight Street Kingston 13 family. A gang conflict in the community has kept investigators in the Kingston Western Police Division busy for years, with a frequent list released of wanted persons and persons of interest. However, despite entering a new year, no ceasefire appears to be on the horizon. Gunmen struck about 7:30 a.m. on January 1, killing 74-year-old Rastafarian Keith Chinidred Davis. Like the child who survived the July 11, 2021 head wound, Davis is related to Shadane Philippines Mackenzie, a regular feature on the division's most wanted list. For years, the police have been trying to apprehend Mackenzie, who remains elusive, while a reign of terror haunts his relatives in the crime-torn community. On Tuesday, Davis's daughter told the news that they got up early on Sunday morning and she was sweeping their yard shortly before the tragedy struck. Him say, "When you're done, lend me the broom." I gave him the broom and go inside. And me hear a car come down and me hear beer gunshot. When me look, me I see a police. And him a say, "I no police because them a fire beer shot." She recalled, adding that they then crouched for safety. She said that one of the gunmen fired his weapon into their yard as Davis attempted to make his way inside for cover. He was shot in the stomach and fell in front of her. "Me couldn't help me father because a gunshot a fire. Me bend down on me door and me father drop and a look for me so," she said, trying to fight back the tears. Their yard is sectionally concrete fenced, but bullets managed to penetrate the zinc portion of the perimeter fencing. Things are going in the area between the front Sunlight Street and the back Sunlight Street and Zimbabwe. So the front connected with Zim and we in the middle. So them said them a give we a drive-by for the new year. Them said them have to kill out Chadane family, the relative explained. The news was told that on the infant's second birthday in 2021, while returning to the community, the car they were traveling in was held up by armed men. The vehicle was allowed to continue its journey after the Woodlums realized that only women and children were on board. They came the Saturday before New Year's Eve and fire a whole heap of shot, but them not get nobody killed. So them come back New Year's morning and them get somebody, a resident of the community theorized. Davis is the father of 7 adult children who now cower in fear as they only know Sunlight Street as home. Them come and shot my grandfather and now them take my father. Them say them non-stop till them wipe out the whole of we here so. To how the road split in a two, yes I can't go round so, Davis's daughter told the news. On Tuesday, the police conducted an operation in the area and apprehended several men from both sections of the community. There were reports of police brutality as a mother alleged that she was pepper sprayed while the police tried to lock her son inside his room during a search. Another woman said that a policeman struck her with his rifle, causing a wound to her left hand. The Independent Commission of Investigations has been notified of the allegations. Residents on both sides of the divide have accused the cops of picking sides, but a senior officer refuted the claims, telling the news that men from both sides were in custody and were being processed. The Kingston West Police Division recorded a 30% decline in murders in 2022. The latest police statistics show that 76 people were killed last year, compared to 109 in 2021. The national murder toll for 2022 is 1,498. The preliminary figures indicate a 2% increase year on year. The 2021 murder toll was also updated to 1,474, some 11 more than the police reported previously. Inspector Sanjay Mitchell of the police's information arm told the news that ongoing investigations from incidents in 2021 resulted in the new data. Based on investigation, we have some incidents that have been upgraded to murder. That would explain the discrepancy between the figures, he said, noting that the figures are usually preliminary and could later increase or decrease as investigations take shape. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.